Whatever karmic substance which is still not dissolved, which will form a certain type of tendency, will drive it in certain directions. It may also move in the direction of a yogi who has a certain mastery over his breath because he is not breathing as much as others are breathing.
There are hundreds of people who think they are possessed and all this. There is a science like that. One can use energies negatively to cause harm to somebody else.
If people live in certain states of fear, anxiety, anger, in certain states of ignorance, the karmic shell has acquired a certain kinds of unpleasantness about itself. This unpleasantness is what we refer to as hell.
But when one realizes how they got in, now they know how to live.
There are many aspects to it. If I say these things, you will start imagining things tonight. Shiva is for most human beings. I would say, when I say most, except a few minuscule population, for others, what we are referring to as Shiva is only available at the 0 hour. It is the midnight hour, not at the other times. If you have to know that dimension at other times, then there's a whole lot of stuff that you need to do with yourself. Otherwise, most people are simply not capable of touching that dimension. Now don't start sitting up in midnight and start doing things. As you know, Shiva has many forms. If he comes in certain forms, you can't deal with it either. It may be wonderful. In ultimate calculations, it may be wonderful. But in today's calculations, it may be horrendous. So it is not just because of darkness or because of some weird perversion that people go and sit in cremation grounds and other places at the midnight hour, because even if they do not know by experience, they know by tradition, that's the only time it's available. It took me… I've sat in these cremation grounds without knowing why. Just not knowing why I'm going there, it just drew me always sitting there in the midnight.
Not even because I was searching, simply because somewhere it intrigued me what could be happening, these people who died. This happened to me when I was just 13 years of age. We went for a Dasara vacation, which was just about 15 days or so, and when we came back, we realized one of our classmates had died, a girl. In the vacation time, she died of pneumonia. So her brother, who was 1 year junior to us, came back and said she died in the vacation. So initially we thought this was fun and we tried to imitate a female voice and answer her attendance and things, because they were still calling her name in the attendance book. But after some time, this just freaked me out. This girl is just our age, she was right here and she just evaporated. Where the hell is she? I thought she was going to come back after a few days, do the act and come back. But then I saw this is not an act, it's gone. This just got me up like this and I couldn't go to school for a few days. This is not something emotional or nothing, okay, I have nothing for that person as such, but just the intrigue that somebody who was real just like me, poof, search where you want. So I really wanted to know what the hell happens. It just so freaked my mind, I wanted to know. So I thought I'll go and see myself. Because I'm made like this, I want to go and see everything for myself. So I went and researched through my father's medicine cabinet. Then I found a bottle of barbiturates. Then I took them out, because it was opened, I counted, there were 98 of them. Then I just mildly inquired, how many does it take? They said an adult could die with 25, 30 tablets, they could die. Then I thought, I'm only 13, 98 is good enough. So I had lots of properties, many things, I won't tell you what all they are. I distributed all of them among my friends and I told a few of my friends, I'm going, I want to see what the hell this is. They thought I'm joking, they were happy I'm giving away things. They thought some nutcase is talking something. So I went home and I knew if I'm on an empty stomach, it'll be good, and I refused to eat my dinner. I said, I have stomach pain, I don't want to eat. And I swallowed 98 barbiturates and went to sleep. And then, I don't know what happened. After 3 days, I sort of opened my eyes and I was not in heaven or hell or anywhere. When I saw the rafters, I knew it was my dad's hospital. I immediately closed my eyes, I thought I knew I was in the wrong place. 3 days, they gave me all kinds of stomach washes and they kept me on drip and they did every kind of possible thing. And they didn't let me go. 3 days later, after all that, I still did not know anything. All I knew was I blanked out for 3 days and I was in a hospital bed. Then I knew this is not the way to find out. So, what happens after that? Then I spent lots of time in cremation grounds wanting to find out. People told me they saw ghosts here, this will happen, that will happen, every damn place they said is haunted, I'll go and sleep there that night. They said this day it didn't come.
Some man says every Amavasya he goes and feeds blood to the ghosts, and he shows me his finger is all worn out by cutting it every day, feeding blood to the ghost. I go with him Amavasya after Amavasya, that Amavasya it doesn't turn up. I went everywhere looking, all kinds of things. There is another man with black robes, I go into his… he takes me to his big kind of a shrine kind of place, where so many bottles all corked up, tied with black cloth. He says he's trapped all ghosts in these glass bottles. I befriend him wanting to steal one bottle from him. But he was very guarded, he didn't let me take away one bottle. But not one ghost popped out of any bottle, Then I went and sat in cremation grounds hoping, here it must be, I want to look at the freshly dead, so that maybe when they burn it, it'll come out where it is, I want to see. So they said, if you put a nail in the tree, at 12 o'clock in the night, it will come. I went and nailed the damn tree every day. I'm looking at the watch and exactly 12 o'clock, turn, nothing came. Then I sit there and people bring bodies and they all, they all cry and yell and everything, but nobody stays there long enough. They'll stay there for at the most half an hour, 1 hour, it starts burning, they're done, they have other things to do, So they go away. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of cremations, but at least 80% or more will not wait till the last ember is burnt. When it catches fire, they will stand there, they will cry, they will look at the watch, let us go, let us go, let us go. Because this keeps burning over 5, 6, 7 hours sometimes. So, after half an hour, 45 minutes, a nominal amount of time they will stand there and they will leave, and the body is caught fully fire. But Body, only outside it's flesh. Inside the main structure, why you have this form and you're sitting is because of the bone, the skeletal system. In the skeletal system, the one that burns most easily is the spine because very little part of it is bone, and not only that, it's not a continuous bone. So if just the in-between, whatever is there, those ligaments and other things burn, it just kind of falls apart. So with the head attached, most of the time the head will do-dup and roll off. They're not trying to go anywhere. It's just because they've arranged the firewood in such a way, firewood starts collapsing as it burns, and hands, legs won't roll away like that, head always tends to roll away. So I always go pick it up with a stick and put it back, because if the ghost is in the head, I wanted to get out. Nothing came. So nobody wants to be there when these things happen. Because one thing is, they might have loved those people when they were living. Let's assume they really loved them. In spite of that, once they are dead, they don't want to deal with it, and the level of fear about the dead body is unbelievable. I took one of my friends to morgue in the tuberculosis sanatorium in Mysore. You must see among 90% of the society what level of fear they have about a dead body. Dead bodies have never gotten up and kicked you or beaten you or raped you or done anything like that ever. Not one instance, hello? Not a single instance, but everybody is simply terrified of the dead. It's the living which can cause harm to you. Dead has never caused harm, but unreasonable level of fear they have, fundamentally because it reminds of their own mortal nature which they don't want to face. I took like I was maybe I was 19, by then I had seen many of these things. This friend, who is quite a normal guy, not one of those wimpy guys, he's strong and good. So we walked in because we had to identify somebody, a dead person. So I took him inside, that caretaker opened the thing. We went in, maybe about 12, 13 bodies were there. So we had to go and look close. You won't believe the way he freaked. I thought he's going to die. Like that he freaked. Literally everything was coming out of him, like that he freaked looking at these bodies. They're just normal bodies, I'm saying they're not distorted, rotten, nothing. I'm saying normal bodies, of course the morgue smells. People can't deal with it at close quarters. So they just instinctively they want to go away. Only when I turned inward, I found the ghost within. Wherever else I looked, I didn't find. But this whole exercise of being in the cremation grounds, almost on a daily basis, got me one thing 100% clear: mortality. Very clear, no doubts about myself. I know this is time-bound. Once you know it's time-bound, you'll organize your life efficiently. You think you're here forever, so there is so much time to do so many things which are absolutely unnecessary for you. Right now, all kinds of idiotic things are done. So many unnecessary words, so many unnecessary actions, so many unnecessary ghosts created simply because you think you're immortal. If you knew experientially you're mortal, as you're sitting here, it's slipping away, your life, isn't it? Yes or no? As you sit here, it's slipping away. If you are conscious of this, do you have time to quarrel with somebody, do some other rubbish? No, you would do only what really matters to you. If every human being did what only really matters to them, this world would be a completely different place. So coming to terms with mortality is most important. At the earliest age, if you come to terms with mortality, it's best because you'll organize your life sensibly. This disembodied life
has no discriminatory mind, it will tend to go by its tendencies. Whatever karmic substance which is still not dissolved, which will form a certain type of tendency, will drive it in certain directions. Certain directions means wherever there is life, and the life is of such a nature that it breeds minimally. For example, a tamarind tree. If you go and watch the other trees, you will see a lot of birds will be sitting for the night's rest. No bird will settle down on a tamarind tree because the level of oxygen around a tamarind tree is extremely low. It may also move in the direction of a yogi who has a certain mastery over his breath because he is not breathing as much as others are breathing. A cobra also has a certain influence on this life simply because it holds its breath for long periods of time.
There are hundreds of people who think they are possessed and all this. There is a science like that. One can use energies negatively to cause harm to somebody else. It's mostly receded, very little of that is happening. But if you live in certain areas, certain parts of the country, this is very rampant. One thing is, if you have such impacts, you come and sit in the sphere of Dhyanalinga, because there are occult dimensions to Dhyanalinga which just nullifies all this. One Paurnami or Amavasya, when things are more receptive for you, just one day, just sit there and go, that's all. It gets taken care of.
Your physical body is something that you have loaned from the planet on which you're living. When the time comes, the planet will claim it back. But the other dimensions of you, especially the karmic shell, continues to play. If it is in a certain level of awareness, the disembodied being is in a certain state of pleasantness. It is this that is being referred to as heaven, because they have left their physical body in a certain state of awareness. They enjoy the sweetness at a certain period of time. A holiday, a vacation, before you take on another physical body. Similarly, if people live in certain states of fear, anxiety, anger, in certain states of ignorance, the karmic shell has acquired a certain kinds of unpleasantness about itself. This unpleasantness is what we refer to as hell.
Normally when somebody dies, we say, this person is no more. But that's not the truth. He's no more the way you experience him. But he still is in many other ways.
Don't take body lightly. It's not a small imprisonment. Unless you break it open, you cannot leave it, isn't it? But when one realizes how they got in, now they know how to leave.
If a person consciously sheds the body without damaging the body in any way, like you shed your clothes, you shed your body fully consciously, then we say this is Mahasamadhi. When a person lives like this, that's the end. Truly no more. Once again, whatever you called as myself has just dissolved and become part of the consciousness. Full circle. Nothing to
happens to dead people? Do they become ghosts? Do they haunt houses? Do they possess you? Sadhguru demystifies the dead.
When a person dies and his information is not done, his prarabdha is not done, then life is still vibrant, but body is gone. Whatever karmic substance which is still not dissolved, which will form a certain type of tendency, will drive it in certain directions. There are many aspects to it. If I say these things, you will start imagining things tonight.